everyone, this is Joyboy P. Today's video is a comparison between the Corsair Graphite 760T and the 780T. And today we have a co-host.
Hello again.
It's
I'm
Ryfire. So, to start off with, of course, we've got the 760T here. Take the tops off of them. Now, I do want to confirm that the 760T does support a triple 120 rad or a triple 140 rad. So you can have the larger fans with a triple rad, whereas the 780T only supports either a dual 140 rad or a triple 120 rad. The 760T in the front of it, if I can get the front off.
I'm getting fun.
Yeah, it was both off. It can support either a dual 140 or a dual 120. Grab that one. But the 780T can support a triple 120 or dual 140 setup. Now, one thing which I must say is that the panels on the 760T are easy to remove, but on the 780T they're much easier to remove. So you need next to no space to remove them. Now, internally speaking, go on.
Internally speaking, they're the same. The only real difference between both of them is here with the drive base. This one has an extra 2, and this one doesn't. And of course, everything else otherwise.
The 780 has 2, and the 760 has 3.
3?
Yeah.
Oh yes, sorry. Either way, otherwise they're actually the same proper frame in there.
Internally, they are almost identical. You do have the same amount of space in length, height, and depth in both of them.
Not much else really to add to that, really.
Yeah. The 760 supports a single 12cm fan in the bottom, whereas the 780T supports up to a dual 120cm fan in the bottom. The 780T does have more radiator space due to this cutout at the top where you can stick a fan. Then you have another additional 80mm of radiator and fan space, whereas the 760 only has 80mm. As you can see, that the 780T is a lot taller. It's considerably wider as well, but that is only really down to the shape of the outside of the case, because the case itself is box shaped, but it's just got like this shroud attached to the outside of it, which can be removed. Now, the rear sides are almost the same, except they both do support a single 140 rad or single 120, but in the 780T, the rad and the fan can be adjusted up and down depending on the thickness of your rad and so on, how you want to have the airflow. Now, the 760T only has a dual fan mode, dual speed fan mode, whereas the 780T has a triple speed fan mode. And I believe that one's LED backlit, but I'm not entirely sure, whereas this one isn't. Any more?
All I can say is, I chose this case, mainly for the build theme I'm going to go for. I'm going to go for white and green. And after I've water-cooled everything, it'll be looking beautiful.
Whereas I've decided to go for more of extreme cooling, where I can stick a triple 14cm rad, which is a 420mm rad rather than 360mm, which I would have only been able to fit in the top, and I prefer 14cm fans as they're quieter than 12s. Take a breath.
Yeah, just a bit.
So Ryfire hasn't had much chance to get heard in edgeways, has he?
No. But otherwise, I like the case mainly down to its style. What they've done with this one is they've gone for a bit of well, let me start from the beginning. With this case here, the 760, they've gone for the viewing angle and more of like the overall internals more than anything. Where this, they've not just focused on the internal, but also on the external. Well, though it does have its look of a bit of a plasticky looking thing.
Yeah.
But I like it. I find it's got that sort of portal sort of look to it, aperture science, which I swear to God, if I can get a decal for it, I will.
Well, you could.
Probably.
Another thing worth mentioning, which you probably already know, is that the 760T's window is larger than the 780T's. I'd say that personally the 760T is slightly better for water cooling, only because it supports the more 14cm fans over the 780T. The 760T can support a total of 6 14cm fans plus one 12cm fan, whereas the 760T can support a total of 5 140 fans, or a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 12cm fans, including the two in the bottom. So overall, they're both very good cases. Now, it is worth mentioning, I have forgotten to mention, that if you do go for a large rad in the top here, you will lose one of your drive bays due to the thickness. Well, depending on the thickness. You're just showing off the stealth optical for your DVD drive or Blu-ray drive, whatever. Which
you're going to lose because of the triple rad.
Yeah. Well, I'm just going to stick my Blu-ray reader in that one. Well, actually, stick my card reader in the second one, and then my Blu-ray reader in the bottom. The feet on the 760T are wider, which to me seems to be able to make it so it's how should I put it?
More stable. More
stable, yeah. So you can have a more top-heavy system with more water cooling and so on. Whereas the 760T doesn't have the wider feet in that manner. Now, if you're going for 120cm fan cooling, then I would say the 760T is the better one, but the 780T is the better one, but the 760T is better for the 14cm fans, which I prefer.
And the reason for, I would say, for the 12cm fans is because they have a higher static pressure.
Yeah.
Which are more preferred for water cooling, but depending on the amount of fans you have, it may not make a difference whatsoever.
Yeah. So that's just about it when it comes to the overviews of these cases. They both have a headphone and a microphone jack on the top, a power and reset button, 2 USB 3.0s and 2 USB 2.0s. That's about it. They got roughly the same amount of space for cable management in the back of them. Yeah, that's about it, really.
Oh, and removable trays, hard drive trays.
Yeah,
don't forget about them.
Right here, they're put in side by side. There, they come stacked. I'm going to leave this one and remove that one. Possibly stick my pump down this end, depending how much space I've got with the radiator.
With mine, I'm going to remove this top drive tray, keep this drive tray, and get a nice tall res, and hopefully somehow manage to put the pump somewhere a little bit more viable, because we all know that the res has to be above the pump.
Yeah.
So, tricky.
That's just about it when it comes to this quick comparison video between the 780T and 760T. This has been Joy Boy P and
Ryfire.
That's us signing out.
See ya.